Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from Ragged Mountain Resort in Danbury, New Hampshire. It's always fun to visit this time of year. And I'm now joined by Al Wickstrom, the Mountain Operations Manager, who knows a little bit about the snow conditions out there. Hi, Al.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for always hosting us every winter. It's so fun to be here. Tell us about how the season's going. We're post-holiday. How are the conditions out there?
Conditions right now are pretty good. We have had some wet weather in December that has made it a little difficult to keep the ball rolling fast as we'd like.
Yes.
But what we do have to offer out there is pretty quality.
We're sitting right here looking up this slope right here, and not only do you have a lot of people on it, but I still see some corduroy, and it looks like there's some nice powder going, so the conditions are good and people should come out and enjoy them.
That's right.
And tell us a little bit about your job as a whole. I think this is a very fascinating position at a mountain. So what are you in charge of as Mountain Operations Manager?
Mountain operations is essentially everything that's outside that way.
Okay.
Lifts, snowmaking, grooming, vehicle maintenance, ski patrol are kind of the meat and potatoes of all mountain operations. Lifts is very intricate. Obviously,
Sure.
There's quite a bit of responsibility to keep the lifts turning, people hanging from the sky all the time.
Right.
Snowmaking and making that snow, obviously a year like this where
Right.
we haven't had a lot of natural snow, hopefully that'll turn around.
For sure.
But yeah, knowing when to make snow and when not to make snow and how much to make and where, and to manage that surface after it's all pushed out, grooming, and then making sure that those groomers go and that they definitely break just like anything else.
Sure. And so then there's a lot of parts that come to your job too when unexpected things happen, I'm sure. I think the grooming aspect of mountains is so fascinating. So there's a lot that has to do with obviously Mother Nature and a certain go time, and then I'm sure there's a little bit of trying to decide, is it right to make snow right now? Should you do it at night versus the morning? Walk us through that process.
Well, the snow really is completely based on temperature, and what we use wet bulb, which is a relative humidity and real temperature or air temperature combination. And that wet bulb temperature will tell us in a forecast usually when we're going to make snow, how we're going to run, where we're going to run, what we're going to flow for water, all of that.
Interesting.
The grooming part of it, outside of pushing snow, essentially the race trails, some things that you want to be a little more firmer in the morning.
Right.
You know, those will get groomed a little earlier in the shift. The trails like your beginner area and things that you want a little bit softer, we groom those a little bit closer to opening.
Interesting. And so there are ever times that you think, okay, 2 days from now will be good to make snow, and then Mother Nature throws a curveball and all of a sudden you can't make snow?
Usually we can have a pretty good idea, a day or two out, what exactly we're going to do with snowmaking. The weather is a game, and as you can see, the forecast a lot of times will actually get warmer and the snow amounts will get less the closer you get to that long-term forecast, which is a game that we're used to playing here. Yeah, usually we have a pretty good idea where we're going to make snow, how much we're going to flow, how much we're going to run, and how much we're going to make.
Interesting.
The hard part is being able to have a consistent schedule of making snow, not making snow, not making snow for a while, and then making snow for a while, and things like that. So snowmaking can be a bit inconsistent.
It sounds it. And then grooming, I think, is very fascinating too. Your groomers are starting at the end of the day and potentially going all night and then again in the morning?
Essentially, yeah. We have groomers that go out right after we close, and then we have groomers that are going out mid-shift or early in the morning to do essentially what we talked about with the beginner areas or what else needs to be done in order to be open for that day.
Because you want that good corduroy.
That's right.
That's my kind of skiing. Well, really interesting to hear all about just the snowmaking here and all the operations that you're in charge of. There's a lot that's going on here. This is a great season. Anything else you're looking forward to this season at Ragged?
More snow. The forecast right now looks like it's actually pretty good.
Yep.
That's not always a guarantee, but hopefully we have some of our natural terrain open in the near future. That'll make us real happy. Definitely.
And going into school vacations, I'm sure, is always a crucial time. You want this place with lots and lots of snow that brings a lot of skiers and riders.
That's right.
Alan Wickstrom, thanks so much for being here. It's so interesting to hear about your job.
Thank you.
Lots going on here at Ragged. Don't let the season slip away without a visit to this family skiing jewel in Danbury and learn for yourself why they have such a great reputation for surface quality. When we come back, Carly Bascom will join us to tell us about the 50th anniversary of the New England Healing Sports Association. But first, these words from the good folks that make our show possible.